What's up guys, Jasper here. So this week's theme is to review the Twilight book and movie. I don't have the movie, I have New Moon and Eclipse, but I do have the first book, and I'm going to answer some questions about the book and movie. So the first question is my favorite quote from the book and movie. The quote I found the funniest was when Bella and Edward were in Edward's room and he was about to jump out the window and take her basically like through the forest when she was riding on his back. And he asked her if she was scared, and she said no, and he said, well, you really shouldn't have said that. And I think that was, like, the funniest quote. Now, it's been a while since I've read the book, so, you know, it's kind of hard to remember all the details and quotes. If I could change anything about the movie and book, it would be to make it longer. I mean, I feel like there were so many things. I enjoyed reading the first book, and I feel like, you know, it could have been longer. Like, I would have enjoyed reading it longer. And when I think about the Twilight Saga, I don't think about it Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse. I think about it all as like one long story. That's why when like I'm talking about the books in general, people will say, "Oh, remember that part in New Moon?" I'm like, "No, I remember that part. Just, you know, that's how I think about it." If I could rate the movie, I would rate the movie a 4. I'd rate it a 4 because I feel like there were more parts in the book that should have been in the movie. And it would have been cool if the movie was like a little bit longer. If I had to rate the book, I would rate it a 5. This was like probably one of my favorite books I've ever read. My favorite character when I was reading the book, I had already seen the movie, but I hadn't seen it, you know, like the entire thing. So when I was reading the book, my favorite character was Alice. And in the movie, my favorite characters are Jasper and Rosalie. Other than Edward and Bella, my other favorite characters are Esme, the mom, and Dr. Cullen. I feel like in real life, they would be really cool parents. Am I Team Edward or Team Jake? I'm Team Edward. I honestly, how do I say this as nice as possible? Jacob can suck it. I don't like Jacob, never did, never will. I'm not a wolf person, I'm a vampire person. One more thing I wanted to add before I ended this. The Twilight books really, like, it changed a lot. I mean, when I started reading Twilight, before I started reading it, I was, you know, that loner at school that didn't really talk to anybody, and I kind of didn't either after the books, but the books reminded me that there's love for everyone, and there's someone out there for everyone, and that life is magical, and you shouldn't really give up, because I was going through a tough time when I started reading those books, and they really helped me through it. And I also found cool people on the internet that also like Twilight, so it's cool to share that, you know, that interest with other people. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully I'll see Edward tomorrow.